When people end up in family court, you don't get to choose who your judge is that day when you have a hearing. Well, in one case, a father was seeking to have a judge remove themselves from the case because of a prior decision made by that judge in the same case. Specifically, the judge heard a motion about a house sale and it didn't go the father's way. And in the decision, the judge made a bunch of comments and findings on the evidence. And the father brought a motion saying, you can't hear any more of my cases going forward. You shouldn't hear any conferences because you're biased and you should be removed from the case. That was the father's position. Now, the judge shut this down and didn't remove themselves from the case because they found the test, which is very high to meet, was not met in this case. The judge noted that there's a very high threshold in order to find judicial bias to remove themselves, and things like impatience or even speaking to someone in an angry tone is not enough to be removed from the case. The judge found that making findings on the evidence in a prior hearing wasn't evidence of bias. The judge was just allowed to exercise their discretion and make credibility findings. That's their job. Also, the judge didn't allow the husband to give evidence from the table at counsel table making submissions. This is in every case. People are not allowed to give evidence. It has to be in a sworn affidavit when it's being heard on a motion. And the judge indicated that by not allowing him to speak, there was no bias in that case. So in this situation, the court did not remove themselves. That specific judge said, there's no bias. I can continue to hear these cases and move on. So the father's attempt to remove the judge was unsuccessful.